So, hi. Hello. How are ya? Show 201. The Big McLarge, huge blowout, big time 200th episode happened yesterday. If you were not there, then you can always go back and revisit it. If you were there, you can still go revisit it because it's still there. So that's how that works, I guess. It doesn't say the right stuff on Twitch, but it does say the right stuff on the YouTube and Facebook archives now, because I went back and changed it, because I did not, in fact, put anything in there. Didn't update anything. That's me. That's me in a nutshell. Lots of enthusiasm, issues with follow-through. So... today is a fairly laid-back show. Certainly it's going to be a little bit shorter than the last show, but that last show was an hour and change, even with the technical falderall that apparently occurred during the middle of it. We will just carry on bravely, chug it along. Why? Because we have no better answer. We'll start pretty, and then we'll end... we're going to start pretty, and we're going to end violent. If you saw the description, you know what's coming at the very end, and I'm sure we can all agree that it's certainly worth the effort sometimes to just square your shoulders and throw someone out of a window. Yeah, we will get there momentarily, I promise. But the first song, little Jimmy Buffett for you. One of the prettier ones. Hey Ruth, good to see ya. Moonlight and magnolia, starlight in your hair, all the world a dream come true. Did it really happen? Was I really there? Was I really there with you? 2, 3, and we lived our little drama. We kissed on a field of white, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I can't forget the glamour, your eyes in tender light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. And me and gee, I never planned in my imagination a situation so heavenly, a fairy land where no one else could enter. Here it is. There it is. And in the center, just you and me. Dear, my heart, I'll get it, beat like a hammer. My arms are wrapped around you tight, and stars fell fell on Alabama last night. I will get that G sharp, I promise. A-B-G-C. We lived a little drama. We kissed in a field of wine, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I'm trying to be clever. I don't think it's paying off. I can't forget the glamour. Your eyes held in the light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I'm going for it. Wish me luck. The bridge I never planned. In my imagination, a situation so heavenly, a fairyland where no one else could enter. And in the center, just you and me, dear, my heart beat like a hammer. My arms wrapped around you tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I end pretty. No matter how I get there. I may get there with one foot in a planter and the other being chewed on by a ravenous chihuahua, but by God, when I get to the end of that song, we end it pretty. And that's the important part. So, a couple quick notes. We are still here. We're still doing the thing. We are making plans. We are making plans because by the end of this month, we will have gotten our 2 Pfizer shots, and so there is some discussion of very careful. Thus does the kayak still float down the river of music. Very, very true, Kay. Kay is the one who got me to stop calling my musical mishaps boating accidents. And the reason it's a boating accident is if you're playing a sequence of chords and you muck one up, unless you can figure out how to get to the next chord in the right place, you're just going to have a series of horrific errors until you can get back on. And Kay puts it, it's a kayak, so you can flip it over, but you can flip it back upright. And I appreciate that a great deal. We are making plans. We are making some plans for doing a little traveling as safely as humanly possible. The nice thing is that me and Amy and pretty much all of my family in Arizona will all be fully vaccinated by the time Christmas rolls around, which is good. Because according to CDC, we can do this. This will be a good thing. We can go visit. And we really want to. Our state, the state in which we live in, is currently at 20% vaccinated. I'll be much happier when it gets up closer to 50. It's an exciting adventure. They make it challenging. You see, one of the reasons why people think that Texans have an attitude is, well, most of the time the state's trying to kill you. The flora and fauna are poisonous, venomous, or just angry. The insect population could field strip a cow carcass in 30 minutes. And the government is basically trying to see, the government has like made this posthumous bet with Mussolini to see how many of their own people they can kill. So, well, we're going to get there. Yeah, it's 1 in 5, and that is 20% if I haven't lost my mind entirely. And that's good. I think we're getting there. We're getting better. Of course, if one of my friends was in charge, I'm not going to name any names, but both of them are named Michael. My 2 friends named Michael who both want to take over as evil overlords, this would be a little bit of a different issue now, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Let me just bring up the notes here, just in case I lose my mind entirely. So that way I know. Now that's I'm in love with all your personalities, which is a very short and very doofy song. Where is it when I help my friends? I gotta kick them out. Where are you? All right, I have to look it up by keyword. That's how much fun this is. There you are. So, yeah, we are the Australia of the United States in a lot of ways. I'm beating my thumb up today. Don't know that I care. Don't want to run things, but my friend can. They've got charisma, they've got the plan. My buddy's got the means, and by them I'll stand. When it comes to world domination, I'm their biggest fan. Well, I just can't wait to watch their plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. World's a messy place, so much to solve. My friend won't let the challenge, well, they're resolved. They're gonna need some help to implement their plan, and I'll be quite happy to be their right-hand man. Well, maybe like 4th or 5th in line, you know, somewhere in the administration ranks. After all, someone's got to handle the paperwork, right? Right? Well, I just can't wait to watch the plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Oh, got a bridge. I'm gonna go over it. Let's still go here if we had it. Now, they're not evil, don't get me wrong. Their intent's moral, their ethics strong. They're simply gonna guide us to a better land. You'll barely notice the from your gentle hand. Well, I just can't wait to watch the plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Well, I just can't wait to watch the plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. Just can't wait to watch my plans unfurl when I help my friend take over the world. This song, Jen, oddly enough, the rhythm on here, I had the chords. Initially, I just had 2 chords. I just had A and F sharp minor. You may recall F sharp minor from Life by the Drop, and I love that chord. And the rhythm was like, now we gotta break that up. And so I got the little broken rhythm, which if I was a music major or someone with education in music theory, I could tell you what that is. It is almost syncopation, but not quite, if you squint. And of course, D7, I just love everything else is the 7th chords is D7, C7, G7. And I love 7th chords with a deep and abiding and burning passion. And it takes a great deal of restraint to keep from putting them in everything. 7th chords for everyone! We all know, of course, Henry VIII's favorite chord, 7th chord was E7. Because it shows up in all the songs he is credited with writing. Or having paid someone else to write. Syncopation! I love syncopation. Buckaroo Banzai plays syncopated music. It's a true fact. Very true fact. The next song is not syncopated. However, the next song is silly. This is the song that I wrote instead of writing one that I was supposed to write. I was trying very hard to make my brain write a song for Jana, because Jana had come up with a concept of that it's difficult to be the queen in any historical reenactment, and I am actually still have a song called "God Help the Queen." I think I need to take it out of its crunchy granola roots and just make it one of these whack job, bouncy, happy, chipper things, and maybe then I'll get more traction on it. But instead, what I wound up doing was writing a song called "The Dread Peasant Festus," because, bear with me here, there is an actual graceful segue, because back in the day, I know, we know this by the fact it's not been mentioned at all. Festus is famous for his complete inconspicuousness. There was a guy in the Amped Guard group in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who came to visit our Amped Guard group in the Austin area back in the late 80s, and he had noted that in the SCA, everyone is at least a lord or lady, character-wise, because the people who were the peasantry would never be able to come to these events. They'd be too busy tilling the land, see. And so he came out, he created the character, the Dread Peasant Festus, and this was right around the time of The Princess Bride. And so that just sat in my head for far longer than anything really should. And I realized the Dreaded Peasant Festus. The Dread Peasant, I'm the Dread Peasant Festus. There will be a few survivors, or in a Yorkshire accent, which I will not attempt to do at this time. But I usually play this on the baritone ukulele, but I'm going to play it on Ducky here. Ducky, because it's green and waterproof. There you go. We're gonna see how it goes, because I usually bash this out on the baritone, but today I'm gonna try it this way. See? They say, as Tom Bedlam will say, great minds run in. Oh, wait, that's it. Great minds run in small circles. I actually heard it in my head, in your voice, Tom. Let's see if this works with a slightly higher pitch of the backing. Of course, it's still about a man who started from humble origins and stayed there. He came from a tiny village just outside of Aberdeen. And his face, it was not noble, and his clothes, they were not clean. But there's often been a hero that has come from such a start. Our man Festus wasn't one of them. He was neither brave nor smart. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. There are some bound for glory, bound for riches or for fame, and among that noble roll call you will not find Festus's name. For his voice, it was not noble, nor his bearing very fine, and he towered over no one at the height of 4'9". There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land, but the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. But from lowly circumstances, some young men rise among the rest. Not that Festus ever tried hard. Well, that there is just my own guess. But in noble battle some men can achieve beyond compare. And on the battlefield of Hastings, our man Festus was not there. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded Peasant Festus was not that man. Awful part. There are legendary figures. Figures? Yes. Doomed to fade away, obscure, maybe even doomed. And our peasant Festus suits that. Yes, I'm heckling my own music. Why do you ask? At least we think we're pretty sure. There is not much known of Festus. Peasantry builds little pride. Matter of fact, all that we're sure of. Well, we're all pretty sure he died. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded Peasant Festus was not that man, and there we go with that. I cannot destroy my hand until the end of the show. I need all these fingers to play this implement. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm pretty sure he did. You know, that's one thing I do look forward to. In the event that I can convince some festival organizer somewhere to let me play these songs, by about the second or third week that I'm playing them, there are going to be parts the audience is singing along to. And confusing the heck out of those who wander in off the street wondering what the heck that's... They're all pretty sure he died. What? What the... Who? What? Of course, I'm really looking forward to Fernando. Just because I want to get a group of, 10 or more people all just shout, "Hey, it's friendly!" all at once. And scare everyone else. It'll be a cat scare, but it's a valid scare. Which reminds me... I should mention our unofficial sponsor, Ray's Monolith Exchange. We deliver. Just don't ask how. Get yourself a monolith. Put it out for everyone to see. Yeah, get yourself a monolith. The absurdity will set you free. It doesn't really matter whose party that you're with. So let's all make it weird. Get yourself a monolith. Ray's House of Monoliths, we deliver, just don't ask how. Yeah, well, Eat versus Muscles it's very hard to not sing along after you've heard the chorus twice. It's just that it's catchy, it's contagious, it's habit forming. It's like Renaissance festivals, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, doing live stream shows. That's true. Some of y'all will be doing it from day one. I will have built-in shills. Some of y'all actually have been doing this since, have been watching me do this stuff since Steampunk November. Well over a year and change ago. And in the event that we can get enough of us vaccinated that we can start doing this again, I really want Steampunk November. Steampunk November is, statistically speaking, the most likely event to let me do this dumb thing. But I'm kind of hoping to leverage that and be able to do a couple of weekends here and there at the other festivals. I'm definitely moving out of this is my second job and into this is my enjoyable hobby. I've been Tobias the Adequate for 19 years now. 2021. Yeah. We're coming up awful close to 20 years. Oh, dear Lord. If I'm still doing this when it's 20 years, it will be a spectacular thing and absolutely deranged, and I have no idea what I'll do about it. We'll do something. We'll do something big and stupid. We have to do something big and stupid. It's actually required. And now, my friends, we have come to the moment you have all been waiting for. The final song in the show. Yes. What the hell was that? G sharp G. Not entirely G sharp. What the hell? G sharp? Olé. The final song of the show. A song. Very happy song. A song for the little childrens. The little childrens everywhere. A happy song. Inspired by the German Master of Defense, Oskar Hasselhoff. A song about drunkenness, gambling, und defenestration, ja. Sing with me, happy children! Get up to speed here. We got to go for a little while to build momentum. I think that's about the right speed, yeah. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon mein luck. Or a lot of these big Flemish guys, I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was gonna sure surrounded by mine foes. Then I remembered Hasselhoff, and he solved all mine woes. For he wrote the informative booklet right here, describing the Hasselhoff maneuver, against which, if done properly, is no defense. It goes like this. Just grab them by the crotch and then throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch and then throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I made my way out of there and I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. Some massive Swedish mercenary spoke ill of my ma. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. And then I remember I had this pamphlet right here in my back pocket. I asked the enormous man to wait just a moment, flip through the pages, for I had a bookmark, so I knew where I was going. Reread it, made sure I knew what I was doing. Said, all right, now we can do this. Just grab them by the crotch, once and throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, once and throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. I had gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. When time to pay the bill came, please for credit were all scorned. And so I tried to stand my ground, mine fate was quite forewarned. For it turns out this very, very bar in Helsinki had a temporarily unemployed and between foes Oskar Hasselhoff as the bouncer. I was thrilled. Master Hasselhoff, the gates, guten Abend. Would you sign my book, please? And he took the book, looked around, found something to sign of it, signed it very carefully with a crayon, and gave it back to me. I was so happy. Then he grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Well, that was darned effective, I thought, as I was passing through. He grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. It appears defenestration works on me as well as you. Everyone sings a happy song, yeah? Just grab them by the crotch, once and throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, once and throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window. Available wherever violent books are sold. Olé! which ain't German, but I don't care. And so we come to the conclusion of yet another challenging to describe, complicated to explain, yet entirely entertaining to participate in, Tobias the Adequate Troubadork COVID Coping Mechanism Show. I can't even say it. Is that how you say defenestrator in German now? I don't speak German. I barely speak English. Japanese is my second language. But anyway, thank you guys all for hanging out with me once again. Gals, pals, gentle thems, non-binaries. That's for non-binary cat peoples. Thank you guys. Thank y'all. Because without you there, me doing this makes even less sense and is much harder to explain and justify. We will continue to do this until such time as it seems like we come up with a better idea. Till things are a little safer out there. The J is produced like a Y off Deutsch. I see. I learned something new every day. Let's talk real quick. Tip jar, paypal.me/theadequate, Venmo, @theadequate over there. Thank you to Eric, Robert, Rick, Emily, and Miranda for throwing some bucks in the bucket. And any money that comes in through this or through my astonishing Patreon people goes into making this show more technically sound. Content-wise, it's a crapshoot, man. Look at me. If you've met me, my official slogan is I'm not very good at this, but I do want to thank Jen, Joe, Alexi, Austin, Chris, Teppo, Shay, Linda, Ann, Stephen, Rob, Alicia, Relly, BK, Richard, Brian, and Lorene for being my party on, party down Patreon patron people. I am working on more songs. I will put more previews up. I have the hard drive from my old computer in what I call a toaster, so I can actually get files off of it, which means that I can get some of the songs that I had been recording before I decided that I would change computers without giving it a lot of thought. I ain't perfect. And we are going to try and do some EPs and albums and stuff. The guy I had lined up for the mixes is now up to his eyebrows in the Renaissance Festival. So we will see how it goes. This is all entirely niche fandom, hobbyist stuff. So we'll see how it goes. You can find me out there on the interwebs at theadequate.com. I'm at theadequate on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm at Tobias the Adequate on TikTok and Tumblr. I'm soundcloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre. THUD Bucket has 3 videos out. We're working on the 4th. I'm not getting it as much done on the 4th because I have to do all this other stuff and have to restart my computer several times while doing it if I'm working on the videos. But we're going to work on it. We do have some plans. We have plans. They're weird plans, but they are plans nonetheless. And that, my friends, is about enough out of me for one day, I think. So take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. Be safe. Be careful. When in doubt, do something silly. If you make just one person pass beverage through your nose, that is a day that has not been wasted. That's how I felt about it for a long dang time. It's worked out pretty well for me. We will return tomorrow with show number 202, the Thursday show. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but we're going to get there, and we're going to do it, and then we're going to carry on until such time as we have rescheduling things going on. Now, next week is the chronological 1-year anniversary of the very first time I did this thing here to y'all, or at y'all, and we're going to see what we can do. We might do something clever. I can't guarantee a darn thing at this point. But we're going to see. So until then, y'all have been wonderful. I've been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you for encouraging my behavior. I will see y'all next time. Take care, and